How's it going, everyone? It is January 27th and I'm here in Pai, Thailand. So I've kind of just snuck off to a little quiet spot away from the city. Not too far from the city though. So my last vlog was in Chiang Mai, Thailand, which is not too far south here. You take a really curvy road to get to Pai or to Chiang Mai, and yeah, it was a very nauseous ride there, or a very nauseous ride to Pai, but I've been here for about 3 or 4 days now, and yeah, it's a lot quieter, it's a lot smaller. There's a lot more mountains. It gets kind of chilly at night here. So I guess before I start talking too much about Pai, what did I do in Chiang Mai? So I was in Chiang Mai for about probably 4 days too, and I went to an elephant sanctuary. That was really cool. Really powerful animals. Kind of intimidating at first being around them. Actually, when I first got there, I was like really paying attention to the big ones, and there was actually a baby elephant there, which I think is actually called a calf, but it came up behind me and like rammed me and like knocked me on the ground. I was like, what the fuck, man? Something just I didn't even see it coming, you know, but he broke my flip-flops. He like tossed me through my sandals or whatever. But yeah, you gotta watch out for those little ones. This elephant sanctuary that I went to, they actually let us go swimming with them too. We first took like a mud bath with them, which was pretty crazy, and then we went to like this waterfall, and the elephants like get in and they love it when you splash them. They're like, oh, thank you, human. And then the water was only like chest deep, but I was still just kind of nervous being in the water with those giant animals. I mean, I did get in the water with them, but like, again, that little one, man, he was like a little fucker, man. He just was always like ramming me and stuff. He like rammed me up against this rock, and I cut my leg. Not too hard, nothing too bad, but yeah, man, I think he was just like, I was the one he was picking on the whole time. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I was like the smallest dude there, and he thought like I was the weakest one or something. So yeah, I need to start lifting weights and eating steaks again. If you're gonna visit Thailand, especially northern Thailand, I think that's definitely a must-do activity, is visiting an elephant sanctuary, just to see them like that, or go to Khao Yai and see them in the wild, which is cool too. But either way, whoa man, the noise is killing me. But yeah, either way, don't go to one that rides them. That's I don't think it's very ethical, the way they treat them and the way that they train them to accept humans on their backs. So anyways, what else have I done here? Let's see, the night markets. Yeah, there's night markets in like every city here in Thailand, and I've been going to as many as I can. I think I forgot to mention in my last vlog, but I went to one in Pak Chong, which was just north of Khao Yai National Park, and I ate bugs for the first time. So yeah, it was like, they were like sauteed bugs. They had like some oil and some spices on them, so they weren't just like bugs off the ground, but they were cooked, and they weren't too bad, you know. I probably ate a few handfuls of them. I'm not a huge fan of them, but just for the experience, you know. I'll show a picture of them real quick. So yeah, I ate some of those bugs. They were pretty good. It tasted kind of like boiled peanuts, which I'm not really a big fan of boiled peanuts, but I'd say that's kind of what they tasted like. But yeah, other than, there's a lot of different things to eat at these night markets, a lot of local cuisine, and it's usually comparatively very much cheaper than the restaurants. So I'd highly recommend visiting those if you find yourself in Thailand, and I think they're in other parts of Southeast Asia as well. So since I've been in Pai, yesterday I rented my first motorbike. I've never ridden one, ever. Yesterday was my first day on one, and it's a game changer. It's definitely a game changer. You can see so much more, and it's so beautiful riding around on them. And I feel like Pai is a good city in Thailand to learn how to ride a motorbike on. They're really cheap to rent. I think it was like 200 or 300 baht for the day, and or like 200 baht a day is what I paid. So it's like $6 US for the whole day. And it said it was full when I picked it up, and I drove around on it all day, and it still said it was full, and I turned it in, and I never even filled it up with any fuel or anything. So, and they didn't charge me anything. They did say you can either hold your passport or you can give them 2,000 baht and they'll just hold that. So I was like, I'm not gonna let them hold my passport. Yeah, so I just gave them the 2,000 baht, and then they gave it back to me when I turned it in this morning. So yeah, they gave the money back to me this morning. So it was all good. They didn't even like check it for dents or scratches or anything. It was one tip I think is good to know is that if you do rent one of those, like turn it in a little early, like a couple hours early. You don't want to cut them out of another sale on the next day. So the place that I rented from opens at 8, but I didn't pick it up until 10, but I still turned it in at 8 the next day. You know, I could have rode around on it for a couple more hours this morning, but since I turned it in at 8, I think they were ready to just rent it out to somebody else, and there was like a long line of other people waiting to rent one. So that's probably a good tip for somebody. You know, they're not gonna like go in detail over the bike. They just like handed it off to somebody else. This place was like, you know, people are renting these things like crazy here. But yeah, it's very different. You got to be very careful out on the roads. I'm a very cautious driver, and towards the end of the day I kind of felt like I was getting a little comfortable on it. I feel like that's when a lot of people get hurt. So just don't be an idiot. Don't try to do any tricks. Don't pop wheelies or anything like that. You know, I just straight arrow, man. Just eyes on the road, nothing fancy. Just A to B, man. Just get there, all right? That's all you got to do. But yeah, having the bike was awesome. I met another American guy, and we drove around together. He had his own bike too, and we drove to this like old Chinese village north of Pai, and then we went to this really cool viewpoint and to a waterfall. Yeah, it was a really good day yesterday. And then this morning, I'm kind of tired today. I woke up early with the bike and drove to Pai Canyon, which I'll talk about in a minute. We went there to watch the sunrise. It was really good day, a lot of fun with that bike. So I'll definitely probably be renting another one, but I'm probably not going to be renting them in very busy cities. Like, I would not want to ride a motorbike in Bangkok. It's just insane, you know. There's like reckless driving charges all the time there compared to the United States, you know, where everybody's in their lanes and using turn signals. It's just yeah, I'll try to show some video. I don't think I did it in the last one, but I think I have some video of traffic and things in Bangkok, so I'll put some of that at the end of this vlog. And I'll also put some of the footage from like the viewpoints and the canyon and all that. I'll put that all at the end of this too. So yeah, Pai Canyon, that's probably one of my favorite things that I've done so far in northern Thailand. Just this beautiful like area, nice viewpoints, really good spot to watch the sunrise and sunset. You know, you got a good view to the east and the west there. So I will say the first time that I went there was in the middle of the day, and it was super hot. There was, I had sunscreen and plenty of water, but yeah, definitely plan ahead and prepare if you're gonna go there in the heat of the day at this time of year. So, and also, you know, we're in the dry season right now, but I would imagine in the wet season, it's a completely different area. You know, I could see it's kind of like a sandy, but if it were raining, it would be like very muddy and a lot of runoff, and the trails are like super steep on some sides, and there's no like rails, so just use your caution. If you're not comfortable doing something, then don't do it, you know. Anyways, yeah, what else? I watched the sunset at the giant white Buddha. I did that yesterday. That was really cool. And yeah, there's a lot of travelers here, so I've just been meeting a lot of really cool people from all over. And you know, Pai is like, I'd say it's pretty touristy. It's kind of remote. It's not as touristy as like Chiang Mai, but yeah, there's a lot of like young travelers here. So, and there's like a big strip at the night market where everybody goes. And last night, like the word on the street, I guess if I can use that term loosely, was a big jungle party. So apparently there was a big jungle party where you pay like somebody like 300 baht and they drive you out to this area and there's like a party. I don't know. I was like, yeah, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm not gonna get into doing that. Maybe 5 years or 10 years ago, I would love to have done something like that, but it just sounds like a place where you go and just get hammered, and I'm like, that's not what I'm into anymore. So, and yeah, one more thing on that, I've never been to one of those, but just from talking to other backpackers, it sounds like events like that, you know, jungle parties in the middle of nowhere, are places where there is some illegal drug use going on, and I don't know how familiar you are with the laws here in Thailand, but they have some very strict drug laws. So just want to put that out there for anybody who's watching this. And yeah, you need to just don't mess around with that stuff here. Just go online and look up the laws in Thailand about drugs, and you'll see why I'm telling you that. There was an Australian couple that were smuggling drugs to Thailand, and they're sentenced to death. Like, it's the death penalty. So yeah, just be careful, and it's not worth the crazy fines. I mean, just talking to other backpackers here at bars and stuff, I've heard some just nightmare stories from people. So it's not worth it, man. You don't need drugs or to get crazy shit-faced to enjoy this place. It's just a beautiful country, and so thankful to be here. So I'll put some videos at the end of this. Gonna cut this one short. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Yeah, one last thing. I did want to mention that I've kind of organized a lot of the videos on my channel in the playlist column. So if you want to go into my playlist section of my YouTube channel and check out some of my videos, they're segmented with my like Appalachian Trail, Australia, New Zealand. They're all like segmented in like the playlist form. So check that out if you want. Thanks a lot.
Maybe not too bad.